Let's talk about phobias. What are you afraid of? Thalassophobia. The fear of the ocean and large bodies of water. I think I can't even Google images of deep water or I start to get anxious. I don't have this, but can appreciate this phobia. Some of the videos of giant whales and sharks coming out of nowhere are just incredibly terrifying. It's just, as humans we are so helpless in the water. We swim quite slowly, and the deeper it is the faster we get tired. It really is a death trap in the worst way imaginable. I have a serious fear of throwing up. I'll literally force myself not to, even when I'm feeling extremely nauseous, because it ducking terrifies me. What is it about throwing up that specifically terrifies you? I'm very curious to hear this from someone else's perspective. I have emetophobia too, and I think it started from a violent case of the stomach bug as a kid. Basically I cannot see, hear, smell, taste when I get sick, feel, or know it's in my area without feeling full-on paralyzing and crippling anxiety. I violently shake and I feel very faint whenever it's around. I thought I was scared of heights, but I found out I'm actually scared of falling. You just gave me something to think about. Yeah, cause I'm not scared in tall buildings, but I'm on towers which swing, and also when climbing I'm okay, as long as I have a tight grip. Honestly, even as I get older, the dark. Me too. Mine is sparked by the trauma I went through as a small child, but I'm nearing 30, and it has never abated. Mine is the fear of something in the dark / not being alone / being watched. Let me tell you, driving at night or early morning is pure fucking hell. I actually enjoy the driving in the dark, but being somewhere where I can't see my own hands in front of me is a nightmare. I'm afraid of the idea that somewhere, somehow, a duck is watching me. Anatidophobia. Any bug bigger than my pinky, crickets, large spiders, etc. Don't move here, Australia. I had a wolf spider the span of my hand recently. Very fast and hard to catch. I had a small spider, about the size of a 50c piece, on the ceiling above my bed recently. I had to ask the eternal question, do I kill it with a thong, or with a broom? The thong is more accurate and deadly, but I can stand further away with a broom. Thankfully it wasn't a huntsman, because those bastards spaz out and disappear when you hit them. This one fell onto my bed and curled into a nice, easy to kill ball. I'm scared of the fact that I will be forgotten soon after I die, even with a legacy of children. It would not take long before you are not even a though. Just commit mass murder like Hitler, no one will ever forget your name. I sometimes think that people are watching me or even filming me wherever I go. How else am I supposed to get the footage for my u/cookie_pickles documentary? Relationships with people who actually like me. I wish that was mine. It would be nice to not have to worry about anything. I suffer from a mild but manageable case of xenomicroplorondrophobia on occasion. What is that? Greek roots. Xeno is strange / foreign. Macro is little / small. Chloro is green. Andro is man / men. Balloons. I always get made fun of for it, and none gets it, but I'm so serious. Pennywise traumatic stress disorder. Tiny holes and fungi. Trypophobia and mycophobia. Snakes. Heights and needles. Or at least I used to be. Snakes still make me jump and scream and is the main reason I cannot watch any Harry Potter movies. I can ignore the snakes while reading, but seeing snakes? Nope. No way. Just to cheer me up and check if my phobia might lighten up a bit. One of my brother's cats loves snakes. She also likes me quite a lot, and once she came home with a very live snake and dropped it at my feet. It was very sweet of her, but somehow I didn't really appreciate her generosity. I do not want to deal with heights or situations where I'm aware that I'm not on the ground. One of my triggers is staircases that are too open or where you can see through the steps. Spiral staircases are also a big no-no as I get vertigo, no matter how tall they are. I still highly dislike needles and getting shots, but the last 10+ years I've had to do more tests that I can count. On bad days I had to take 30+ tests. So, I had to overcome my phobia. It was quite laughable at one of the biggest hospitals in Sweden when I was there for testing. and began my usual spiel to phlebotomist about how I was afraid of needles and didn't want to watch and please tell me when you start. I hadn't even finished my spiel when she told me that she was done. Never noticed her pricking me at all. Absolutely the best phlebotomist I've encountered. I was maybe 8 at a Chuck E. Cheese, and I was having the time of my life playing on the jungle gym. At the top of the jungle gym there was a few open steps that you could see through. I tried to conquer them, but then I started panicking and sobbing. A boy that was around 11/12 grabbed my hand and walked me down to where my mom could get me. I sure that boy turned out to be a wonderful human being. What a kind boy. Yes. For some reason open steps trigger me more than high cliffs. I think it's because I can control how close I get to the cliffs. Hint, not very close at all. Thank you very much, but with the stairs I'm sort of suspended above the abyss. I'm afraid of dolls and puppets. From dolls with hard faces to mannequins. The Muppets is a strange exception. But Dark Crystal is a no-no. I also hate puppets. For me it's more lifelike human puppets. I'm also fine with the Muppets and I'm not bothered by the Dark Crystal. Marionettes, Vietnamese water puppets or Punch and Judy and I'll need to know about, though. Whether the spider I found crawling across my windshield had a sack of eggs with hundreds of baby spiders ready to hatch and infest my vehicle. I live in a farmhouse and baby spiders are usually in the corners of most of the rooms here attached to the web. Baby spiders are all over my house, but I'm used to them, so I don't really care. Yeah, outside my home. I'm fine because I'm glad they catch the flying bugs and I'm all for natural solutions, but not in my vehicle where I don't know if they are poisonous, because it's dark and dangerous, because I'm driving. The dark paralyzing fear of the dark. I'm an adult male BTW, and that phobia is pretty emasculating. That's a legit fear and rightfully so I think. No matter what gender you are, aren't humans hardwired to fear the dark because, well, we are pretty ducking useless in it, whereas a lot of our natural predators excel in it. Not being able to live life the way I want, whether it's that I don't have enough money, I become wheelchair bound, or certain laws change to prevent my lifestyle. Slugs. My cousin chased me while holding one when I was younger and now I ducking despise them. You know how embarrassing it is to run away from a slug as an adult? But we are here now I guess. I'm absolutely petrified of snails. I stepped on one in barefoot as a young child. I understand the embarrassment too, especially when I have to use my flashlight on my phone to check for snails after a rainy night with people other than family and close friends. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.